Testing.
Where they are gathered in my name, I'll be with them. Although you are scattered, I'm drawing you back to love you again. So come unto me, my child, and I'll give you peace. Then you will be B'nai Shalom, B'nai Shalom, children of peace, B'nai Shalom. On Yeshua we'll feast, B'nai Shalom, children of peace, B'nai Shalom. Through Yeshua we'll be B'nai Shalom. Love one another as you have seen me love you. My sister, my brother, do as I I command you, and come unto me, my child, and I'll give you peace. Then you will be B'nai Shalom, B'nai Shalom, children of peace, B'nai Shalom, on Yeshua will feast, B'nai Shalom, children of peace, B'nai Shalom, through Yeshua will be B'nai Shalom, children of peace, B'nai Shalom, children of peace.
Blessed be the name of Yahweh. Hallelujah. And we are not going to say Shabbat Shalom, although the opening video accidentally said Shabbat Shalom. It is not Shabbat, but it is officially the 13th month on Yahweh's calendar. I said 13th month on Yahweh's calendar because no barley has been discovered that is in the state of Aviv that could be harvested for the counting of for the omer of barley that's used in the wave sheaf offering. And so it would be impossible for Israel to call this a new month. All right, so that is the official word here. And as I have been able to discover so far, I looked several times throughout the day for good reports from reliable sources and people that do these every year and know what barley, the mechanics behind it, the biology behind it, and understand that. And looked like we could not find any barley in the state of ripe enough state to even be parched at this point. So we are in the 13th month. I'm going to go ahead and show you the barley that has been discovered. And as you can see here, nothing but green. First thing you look for to make sure the barley is harvestable is it starts to turn yellowish brown in color. And here's a little close-up, and nothing even close. These are pictures from Israel. Another field here, nothing. Everything's still in the green stage. You could not cut a stalk and eat at all in any way, shape, or form. You would eat nothing. If anything, it would be like eating milky stuff. It's not even in the soft dough stage yet. So, so nothing has been discovered that is ripe enough for one to harvest and eat, even if you parched it. So we are in the 13th month of Yahweh's calendar. Once again, this is what we have found so far. And there's a close-up there of a stalk, nothing harvestable. So Passover is going to be, Passover Day is going to be on what's called the 16th of what the world calls April. And then the first day of unleavened bread will be on the first day of the week, which is what the world calls Sunday, the 17th. And then the 23rd, which will be a Sabbath, will be the seventh day of unleavened bread. So Shabbat on the 16th, we're anticipating, will be the first day of, will be the day of Passover. 17th will be the first day of unleavened bread, and then the 23rd will be our last day of unleavened bread. And so, and also we are looking for volunteers to help us put together Yahweh's calendar for this year. If you'd like to do that, please do contact me at disciple@EliYah.com. And we're looking for volunteers that are people that are proficient in a Word document to help us do that. So we are going to show you the moon chart for tonight according to the calendar that is on EliYah.com/calendar for the 13th month tonight. As you can see, the new moon should be easily visible all around most of the Western Hemisphere. In Israel, it's real questionable whether or not it's going to be visible there. And to my knowledge, I have not heard yet any positive reports of the new moon being seen in Israel, but that doesn't mean it. I might have missed it, possibly. Could easily have missed it, but that's the moon chart. It should be easily visible all throughout the United States, and I'll just make double check here to see if there are any positive new moon sightings. And all right, checking elsewhere. No one has successfully found or sighted the new moon in Israel. And by the way, the barley isn't even close to being Aviv. If it was on the line, there might be some controversy this time around, but it's not even close to being Aviv. So no reports of new moon sightings from multiple locations. So nothing to tell us in Israel anyway that there have been any new moon sightings. I do believe we do have some new moon sightings here in the United States as expected. Was seen by Brother Richard, I presume, in Washington, D.C. And that was by 2 witnesses tonight. 5 witnesses in Mableton, Georgia. And I expect we're going to see other sightings. And also 3 witnesses here in Ava, Missouri. And 4th witness being my brother Neil, Elder Neil. He's here still. And so we also have 4 witnesses in Squires, Missouri, and 6 witnesses in Concho, Arizona. And we have photographs I'm looking at right now of the ones in Squires and Mableton, Georgia, and Washington, D.C. And you can find that at wylh.org. And also looking at other locations. So it was sighted in Jamaica, Florida, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Arkansas, and Yucatan, Mexico, as well as Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, in Fulton, Missouri, and Danbury, North Carolina, and Saltillo, Texas, St. Genevieve, Missouri, Rolla, Missouri. So lots of sightings here as expected according to the visibility charts there on my downloadable calendar. And so we do have a 13th month. And how do we know that? Deuteronomy 16 verse 1 tells us, observe the month of the Aviv and keep the Passover. So that's how we know what month we're supposed to keep Passover. Look for the new moon of the Aviv. And that Aviv has to do with ripe enough barley to be either parched and eaten or just taken off the stalk and eaten. And you have to have enough for 1 omer, about 2.2 liters of barley, which would be way before Yahweh on the day of first fruits, which occurs during the month of the observance of Passover, the week of Passover. So that's our report. And we're happy to report. I think we got some other reports here as well. Let me check real quick from local folks. Let me check my comments form. And nothing there. And check one more place. And looking around, 6 witnesses in Emory, Texas. Hallelujah. And let me look, see what else might be going. Just checking one other place. I believe there was one other sighting when we first started up. Maybe you can catch that for me, Brother Josiah. Looking for it. Edgar Springs, Missouri, I guess, is another sighting. So definitely, only thing we found is green barley. Some people say look for the green ears, but green isn't what you're looking for, actually. You're looking for some ripened barley. You're going to see the barley stalk's going to be a little yellowish, brown, just like wheat. You know, wheat has to be brown before it's able to eat, and you can't eat the wheat when it's still green. So we definitely are looking at a 13th month right now. And so, hey, praise Yahweh, it's a new moon. A month from now, it'll be a new year. Hallelujah. And I know what the world says, the new year is in the middle of the winter, but it isn't. Yahweh determines the new year, not man. So he's the one that created time. He's the one that created the idea of a calendar. So I think we ought to go with his calendar, just throwing it out there. So I'd love to have somebody call in and share a shofar blast with me up here on the so if you're interested in calling in, maybe share some music with us as well. In the meantime, we're going to share a song from the library, Psalm 128, and I'll be looking forward to somebody to blow this ram's horn with, and might even get some local people up here as well. That would be pretty cool. A couple of youngsters are interested in blasting a shofar. In the meantime, hallelujah, Psalm 128. 125, that is.
Those who trust in Yahweh are like Mount Zion. Those Those who trust in Yahweh are like Mount Zion. They cannot be moved. They cannot be moved. They cannot be moved. They cannot be moved. From this time and forever, as long as the moon keeps time, you stand before me, the apple of my eye. You will not be moved. You will not be moved. You will not be moved. You will not be unfolds us, so Yahweh indwells us. We cannot be moved. We cannot be moved. We cannot be moved. We will not be praise to Yahweh, who lives forever. He cannot be moved. He cannot be moved. He cannot be moved. Those who trust in Yahweh are like Mount Zion. Those who trust in Yahweh are like Mount Zion. Trust in Yahweh. Trust in Yahweh.
Okay, blessed be Yahweh. Well, I'm going to do one. I think I got a couple of little ones here that want to do some shofar blowing too. So praise Yahweh. Hallelujah. Blessed be Yahweh. All right. Go right ahead. Here it is. All right. Praise Yahweh. Your turn. Hallelujah. Blessed be Yahweh. So, we are officially in the 13th month, praise Yahweh, and glad to be here as well. Yahweh kept us alive for another month to praise His name, another month to give glory to Him and seek His ways, another month to get better and more like Yahshua HaMashiach, and that's the main thing. So, a month from now, we'll be doing a new moon broadcast of the first month, and we're looking forward to that. That'll be a little bit longer, actually a lot longer broadcast than this one, but Those interested, again, 6 witnesses in Emory, Texas, and now we have a photograph of a new moon sighting, and this one was in southwest Georgia. And so nice picture there of the new moon, and pretty high in the sky too. But not visible in Israel. They looked for hours and couldn't find one. Of course, the new moon chart kind of shows visibility be very difficult there. And I think they had some kind of low clouds there too as well. But praise Yahweh. And we do have multiple confirmed sightings once again. And so it is a 13th month. There are not any things that occur, at least start, biblical events that start in the 13th month. 13th month, about the closest thing we can find on that would be, it appears to be necessary for, Ezekiel to be laying on his side during that month, if you examine the scriptures closely. Other than that, there's not really any other 13th month, so nothing really to talk about. We do have a question that came in. It says, when is the wave sheaf, the day after 4/16/22 or the day after 4/23/22? Also, this is the start of the 50-day count to Pentecost. Please give a scriptural reference as to which seventh-day Sabbath to use, since this year seems to be an option. Okay, so the first day of the week, which will be the 17th, will also be the wave sheaf offering. We know that from examining Joshua very closely, where they had a similar situation that year. And if you examine Joshua, where they kept Passover there in the land, look it up here. Not in the land, but yes, in the land. Passover. Let me look it up here real quick. Book of Joshua, chapter 5, and verse 10. It says, the children of Israel camped in Gilgal, kept the Passover on the 14th day of the month between the evenings on the plains of Jericho, and they ate the produce of the land on the day after the Passover. Well, Passover day is on the 14th, and the very next day is the 15th. Well, the day after Passover, that means on the 15th of Aviv, 15th of Nisan, I should say, they ate the Passover, or I should say they ate the parched grain while they were in Gilgal. So if they, on the 15th day of Aviv, the day after the Passover, were able to eat the parched grain, that barley grain, and it was parched, in other words, it was not 100% ripe, a soft dough stage. They had to kind of parch it to get it to dry out to where it would be kernels that they could eat, okay? That tells us that that particular week on the calendar, that the children of Israel, the Sabbath day was on the same day as Passover day. So Passover day, 14th of Aviv, we know that from Joshua 5:11, because on the day after the Passover, they were able to eat the parched grain, which was forbidden to eat until the high priest had waved his barley. All right, so this coming Passover will be the same, in that on the 14th day of Aviv, of Nisan, that will be a Sabbath. The 15th day will be the first day of unleavened bread. And so on the day of after Passover, that is when they would wave that barley, and then they could eat that barley on that day after Passover. So, similar circumstance that they had in Joshua chapter 5 and verse 11. All right, so that being the case, Our feast dates, I'm sure you're all wondering when our feast dates are going to be. And I'm going to tell you in just a minute. And I'll put it up on the website as well, so everybody can look at that. The feast dates for 2022 are as follows. That the world calls April 17th is the first day of unleavened bread. The 23rd is the last day of unleavened bread. Again, 17th and 23rd. So you start from the 17th, and you're going to count 7 Sabbaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. So on what the world calls June, I don't know why I got 8th. It's not correct, is it? June 5th is going to be Feast of Pentecost. And we're looking at the 28th of what the world calls September as being Yom Teruah, and then the 7th being of what's called October. That's going to be Yom Kippur, or Day of Atonements. The 12th through the 19th, we look to be Feast of Tabernacles, which again we do plan on hosting Feast of Tabernacles this year. So, all right, so I apologize for those who might have thought the 8th of June was Pentecost Day. No, it's the 5th of June on man's calendar. So 6/5/2022, American reckoning on those numbers. So, okay. Praise Yahweh, and be looking for the calendar the next month, perhaps. We'll hope to have it finished up. If you'd like to volunteer to help us get the calendar dates all correct and in their proper place, again, email me, disciple@EliYah.com. We're always looking for volunteers to help there. So, in the meantime, we are in the 13th month. Lots of confirmed sightings. Even got pictures. So all is well. And I hope that your evening is blessed. I don't have any other scriptures to go over. But anyway, we're looking forward to this coming Shabbat meeting. Meet us here again at noon Eastern Time this coming Shabbat for our weekly broadcast here from Shepherd's Way Fellowship of Ava. So, all right, blessings to you all, and have a wonderful evening. Shalom, shalom.